Welcome to Selling on Giants, the podcast where we deliver actionable insights to help you grow your e-commerce brand. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the numbers that truly matter for scaling your business: conversion rate, average order value, customer lifetime value, cost per acquisition, and return on ad spend. These are the metrics that can make or break your success in e-commerce. And today I'm joined by Anatoliy Labinskiy, a seasoned expert in optimizing these metrics to drive growth. Anatoliy shares his valuable insights on how to increase your conversion rates, boost your average order value, and lower your cost per acquisition, all while maximizing your return on ad spend. So whether you're just starting out or looking to take your business to the next level, this conversation is packed with actionable strategies that you can implement today. So let's dive in. Anatoliy, thank you for coming to join the show. I'm excited to have you on. I've heard a lot of really great things about you, and I'm really excited to have you on the show today to talk about data to decisions, transforming e-commerce growth. And I'm excited to talk about like kind of some of the tactics that you're using with your team. So before we get started, can you tell me a bit about your journey? What first sparked your interest in e-commerce, and how did you evolve to become an industry leader today?
Hey, Will, thank you for having me here. Yes, I started the e-commerce journey back in 2017. I was working back then in Dubai in the gas company and was always lied by the different employers about the like possibilities to make the commissions, and I was sick and tired of that. And my wife got pregnant. We had the financial struggles. We were not able to rent any personal apartment. It was just a master bedroom together with other couple in two-bedroom apartment. And I have seen how she was like scared when she came to me and said, "Babe, I'm pregnant." And
Mm,
she was crying and really scared that like how we gonna manage.
mm,
And basically like that moment, that specific day, I promised myself that my baby will not come in the world where I grow up and where I am right now. And that was the biggest promise which I made. And the next year, it was one of the biggest challenging year for me in terms of
mm.
like generally in life. And I switched completely myself from the being employees for some other companies to become a business owner in ecom.
Beautiful.
And I started e-commerce business in 2017, August 25. I found out what is e-commerce. I'm like, no way. I can make money through the laptop. Is it even real? I mean, that
Freedom.
was something huge. And I opened my first Shopify store. So I'm basically in e-commerce in Shopify business. I started my first Shopify store in 29 September 2017. My first successful results 2018. I was became completely broke, start borrowing money from my friends because like nothing was working. I was just investing. I found a mentor. First 15 days together, $8,000 in profitable sales. I like, yeah, it's working. And basically, exactly 1 year in the business, October 2018, I made my first $50,000 in a month with zero profits. I mean, but it was a big
Hey, broke
revenue.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, and November over 100K, but already profitable. December 100 plus, March 2019 250 plus, and so on. So basically, this is how I got started. And by August 2019, I got my first seven figures award from Shopify Mentor. And after that, like I start doing a lot of mentorship because people were asking me for that. And like I was shocked that, oh my God, me, Ukrainian guy, teaching the American people how to run the e-commerce business. It's like it's weird. But basically, when I was sharing my strategies, they were replicatable. And for majority of people, business owners, it was working. So it means like it can work for several people out there.
Mhm.
And I became super quite professional in it because I was looking on hundreds ad accounts, hundreds different
Mhm.
product stores in the same time, and this has allowed me and several guys out there who are doing the coaching have omnivision of the
Mhm.
advertising, understanding the patterns which will show what will supposed to happen, what will be gonna be disaster, what's gonna be actually awesome, why, and like if this doesn't work here, it work here, like what strategy working there. So that's allowed to have a real omni vision about the ads, especially Facebook advertising and general like CRO in the Shopify. And then more people of my students start asking, hey, can you manage for me? It was
Mm.
2019. And like manage, I'm not really sure. And I just give a test, couple of people. It was okay, fine. And one person, after 7 months together, we find out a really strong product and angle in the offer for her. And basically, we scaled that store from 0 to 7, or actually 6.5 millions in the less than
Wow.
2.5 years. So like it was significant success. And after like that success started with that store, I said, okay, we can open the agency because I see that we can do
Mm.
something and start hiring people. We opened the agency GSM Growth, and basically this is where fun began. In 2021, I received those
Oh,
two
beautiful.
plugs from ClickFunnels for selling the offer which we have in the agency, and in other offers in 2022. And from that moment, I just stopped applying for them because like I don't have that much walls to like
Yeah.
put all together all of them. And so far, in the last 4 years as agency, we generated over not over, almost 40 millions for our customers in profitable
Wow.
sales through Shopify store, Facebook, TikTok, Google, SMS, email marketing ads. And then we jumped it last year to the SaaS direction with Ecom Scout, which is
Mm.
attribution platform by using AI soft, and as well start investing into the real estate in United States, already having 7 doors there. We just like helping low income people to find to
Mm.
get the rent for affordable rent in the good quality housing. So we're using Bear method, and basically this is like the horizontal scaling of the businesses. So basically, in the last 8 years, the life has been changed completely.
I could imagine. That is amazing. And those of you guys just tuning into the podcast, Anatoly has these plaques behind him. I commented on him once I joined the call. I'm like, do you have records? Do you have gold records? And he's like, these are the ClickFunnels Awards. And I was like, oh my goodness. I'm a big fan of Russell Brunson. So like I've read the ClickFunnels. It's not as applicable to Amazon businesses, but it's still amazing to see. And also a credit to what Anatoly does and with his business and the brands he works with. And something crazy before we jump into the main topic. So you came from the gas, the power world, and you transitioned over to e-commerce. Were there any like skills or anything that you learned in the gas industry that you were able to apply to your e-commerce businesses, whether it's like a fundamental soft skill or like, I guess what outside of having a baby and the pressure of that, like what gave you the tenacity to keep pushing to learn e-commerce and not only that, but to deliver results and then eventually getting to agency life?
Yeah, sure. So to be honest, like in agents in the gas section, I was working only for 1.5 year. It was my one of my last jobs for someone. So, but I came to UAE to Abu Dhabi and then moved to Dubai as a like food runner. From I just
Mm,
came from Ukraine, didn't know English, and like I just like was trying to start my life from scratch because I had university loan. I had my mom car loan, mortgage, and I promised to her that I will help her to pay out. And like I was 22 that time, and I moved to
mm,
UAE as a just food runner, and it was embarrassing for me because I have a master degree in finance, and I came like
mm.
as a like cleaning dirty plates from the tables. But you know, I was the happiest guy ever. I never been abroad. I never see the world. I was always in the small city in Ukraine and never traveling, and I was so happy and impressed how much money around the world, how big is the world itself, and I'm
Mm.
like, no freaking way, I won't be better. And I start hustling from that. I was always hustling all my life, but that moment I was without parents, I didn't know a language, and this is where like all the hustle begin. I didn't know what does it mean, like the hustle muscle, but I actually was creating that moment on the survival mode. I was calling that survival mode. I was just like trying to create possibilities for me, and I got like from food runner to assistant waiter to head waiter. Then I finally moved from the hospitality to like construction company, then to the gas company. So, and
Mm.
why I'm sharing with you all that background, that gas company taught me only a few things about like people always get fired. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter how many years they are in the company, and that was sadness. But if to speak what's actually taught me and I'm implementing in e-commerce is that hospitality job,
Hmm.
customer service and upsells. Those two
Hmm.
things, which I learned quite well from the best Italian waiters and supervisors.
Oh.
And basically, I implement that in the business. And I became so good in customer service. I became so good in the upsells. And that's what was really the big difference, like made the big difference in the success of the agency and my coaching program itself. So that's why, like I would say, customer service is number one thing, which is
Hmm.
you have no, you must have in the super high level, especially in e-commerce business when you are dealing with the customers through the emails, through the messages. You never meet them, you never spoke to them, but they are
Hmm.
mad. There's some the shipping delays. Item is arrived broken and so on. Different things. So, but what allowed me to achieve that result and like what I was following to like be able to become where I am today, it was my why. And the why, like every single person out there who is in e-commerce, who is Amazon, Shopify, eBay, doesn't matter. You usually starting because like you want to have extra bucks. If you want to have just extra bucks or made a million, you'll quit quite fast because the
Hmm.
money, like money goals should not be the main goals. Otherwise, you're gonna quit because it's not strong enough goals. It's not strong enough goal to keep pushing, even when it's tough, even when you're losing, even when you are having no any like possibilities for success. But if you have a strong why, in my end, it was my son, it was
Hmm.
upcoming baby, and I was broke. That was pushed me so hard that I understood if I will stop, I have nothing behind. I cannot go back to the previous life. So, and that's why it was just no tomorrow. I put everything in. My wife was about to divorce with me. Obviously, she would not, but she was telling me, I will divorce with you if you won't stop. I was like having black eyes, yellow skin because I was sleeping 2, 4 hours a day max, have
Hmm.
5 different part times just to handle the e-commerce business.
Wow.
But what I'm saying, the strong why, this is what will allow you to overtake like any kind of struggles in business
Yeah.
and move forward and achieve the first significant results.
That's beautiful, man. It's just tenacity and the journey. And being in the service provider space too, customer service is everything. How you treat your customers and how you treat your employees, they're your customers indirectly too. Makes a big difference. And having the why, I like how you put that. A very Simon Sinek, I believe it came from one of his books, but knowing your why is really important. And that was really insightful. And I'm excited to jump into our main topic, Annalie. You have a ton of experience in e-commerce, actually having been an e-commerce seller who pivoted to coaching, to agency life, and now you also have a SaaS product. You're quite the entrepreneur. And I'm excited to jump into our main topic, from data to decisions, transforming e-commerce growth. So that note to start, can you explain why data is so crucial for e-commerce brands and how it could guide better decision making?
Of course, I mean, there is a several points why it's so important, but like in general, if you don't know your data, you are like losing money on the table. You most probably not profitable enough, or you just don't know how to make it profitable. If you don't know the data, you are just like running from angle to angle, from wall to wall, and you don't know like what you're actually doing. And that's the like the most common thing with the business owners, with the brand owners,
Mm.
like they incredible implementers of building foundation. They are incredible of starting idea, implementing, finding out the solution for the audience which is looking for the solution in their industry, provided solution, but they're so sucks in the scaling and marketing and reading
Mhm.
data. And I cannot blame them. They are not marketers.
Yeah.
They are business owners. They are like focusing the creators. They focus on creating the products and solution for their people.
Mhm.
But the marketers, this is people who are supposed to understand how to introduce to the audience that product and what kind of data to read to understand if that introduction is actually doing in the right way. And that's what most of business owners never know. Like, what's your
Yeah.
break-even ROS? What's your goal CPA? What's your like current
Hmm.
CTR in the ads? They like usually, what? uh uh what do you mean? What this is like, and he's making like 40K a month, 50K
Yeah.
a month. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's fine. I mean, that's common stuff which is unfortunately happening, but
Yeah.
fortunately for us, it's good because we come with expertise and like they're like, okay, wow,
Yeah.
that's insane. Can
Yeah.
we work together?
Especially when they have a great product that's a lot easier. Once you start putting in some basic marketing, strategies and tactics, you're able to see growth when they have a market. But on that note, we're going to dive deeper. I'd love to know, like you mentioned, click-through rate, cost per acquisition, CPA, CTR. What do you consider maybe the most important data to analyze as an e-commerce business? So we're just getting started to working together. I'm a supplement company, and I'm one of these brands that I'm really good at making supplements, but I don't know my marketing KPIs. What are the KPIs we would focus on once we get started if we were working together?
Yeah, sure. So usually, like for example, if client is coming to the agency, we have always onboarding form which they need to fill up. And when they filling up, most of the time they have troubles. And on onboarding call, we filling up together, especially metrics. Hey, how to find out the ROS break even? Okay,
Hmm.
let's go through and I will explain to you. And like what's need to be known for sure. I mean, what's really average order value? What's the profit margins? And if profit margins are low and average order value, it's exactly like a price of one product, they are not working on the offers. They're not upselling. They're not
Hmm.
working on the increasing the tickets of their average sale. Like, what's their upsells? What's their creatives are showing? Like, how the people are really actually interested about their ads? Like, what the level of the CTR? If it's less than 1%, there are problems. If it's 1.3 and above, they're quite okay. But what is their CPMs? What country targeting is there, or what countries they are targeting, and so on. There is different things, but the main one, what's their margin? So what's their revenue? What's their
Yep.
margin? What's their AOV? And what's their LTV, long-term
Oh.
term value of the customer? So if they usually don't know the numbers, we are figuring it out together and then understanding where is the problem. So they don't have email sequences, SMS sequences to bring the long LTV and higher AOV. They don't have any CRO, which is conversion rate optimization on their
Mhm.
store, like because like the conversion rate like it's 0.6 just 3 days ago we onboarded customers with the quite health 7 ROS in the ad account, which is quite
Wow,
good.
that's awesome.
44% profitability after the ads. It's a gross profit,
Wow.
44%. And they don't know break-even ROS, and their CRO conversion rate is actually 0.6. It's disaster.
Yeah,
I mean, in the
sure.
Shopify store. And only improving their conversion rate to zero point 0.6, we will already make double of what they are making. And they're
Wow.
making 44% profitability right now again from
Yeah.
35,000 a month. So
Wow.
basically, if people are not working on the conversion like landing page optimization, average order value, LTV of their customers through the SMS email marketing, working with the data which they already bought
Sure.
it in Amazon, it's not implementable because in Amazon you're not owning the
The black
customer
box. Yeah.
data. That's why I love Shopify. In
Yeah.
Shopify you own your data, and basically like by working on all those metrics you understand like where to improve. Like if your
Yeah.
AOV is too small, if your LTV is too short. And then on the advertising, the main KPIs which need to follow, it's a cost per acquisition. What's the goal of cost per
Mhm.
acquisition CPA, and what's the current CPA
Mhm.
on the ad account, and what's the ROS. Those two things, I mean, CTR, CPM are important, but those two things are what's actually printing the money or losing the money. If the
Yeah.
CPA is quite cheap, then cheaper CPA, then better.
Mhm.
Then a higher ROS, then better. And when
Mhm.
you know your break-even ROS, break-even CPA, you know how to play with the ads and scale it horizontally and vertically quite fast, because like all the things you just open let's say true profit app, which has like real profits in this particular moment in your store, and your ad account, you're looking like profitability. If you're today profitable over 35%, you can scale hard today, and you start surfing vertically with the ad budget, and basically by following the profitability in real time by using the third-party apps and running advertising in the right way, you can scale significantly, like from 1,000 a day to 10,000 a day,
Yeah.
from 10,000 a day to 40,000 a day easily if your metrics are healthy and you know how to read those metrics.
That's well said too. And I love oh man, all the KPIs you mentioned are the most important. I want to dive deeper into each of those. But you make
Yeah.
some really good points here. It's, from a non-advertising perspective, the conversion rate, your average order value, your lifetime value, those are the gold standard. And then from an advertising perspective, cost per acquisition and ROAS. And, when we do advertising as an agency on Amazon, it's like, yeah, we want budgets, but we rather have like an efficiency. Like if my cost per acquisition is under X, I should be able to spend as much as I want, provided that inventory is not allocated somewhere else. So that's some really interesting stuff. On that note, let's dive a little deeper into this. I love nerding out with other marketers, so we're gonna dive deep. So from conversion rates, like what are some of the tactics you would? So we're working together, and I have a conversion rate issue. And to your point, like the example you gave, 0.6% improvement would be a sizable amount of sales. So like how do you improve conversion rates on a Shopify site? Like what are you looking at? Are we split testing? Like what? Tell me that story.
Yeah, there is a different ways, but number one, we're checking what's wrong with the landing page. First
Mm,
of all, there are niches which has really lower conversion rate to compare to like different niches. Some niches can
mm,
give you 6, 8 ROS, even 10 ROS, sorry, the conversion rate.
yeah.
So CR could be 6, 8, even 10 sometimes. But some niches is gonna be like 0.9, no, it's without optimization. Let's say
Yeah.
1.5, 2, like around that, because it's a super high ticket, or it's like has
Hmm.
super, like for example, we have one dressing brand, a lot of dresses, different prints, different variations, different sizes. And like we optimize and we double that conversion rate actually
Wow.
since they joined it, but it's still 1.9. So it's
Hmm.
low, it's super low. But we know the problem because of the variations, because of the prints.
Yeah.
Canvas, like that $6 million store which I shared with you at the
Yeah.
beginning, it was a canvas. We were struggling to work on the optimization of the conversion rate because it's a customized Canva. You need to upload the picture, you need to
Uh,
write the text, you need to add the song because there was a print of the song on the Canva itself. You need to choose the frame or no frame,
mm,
sizing, material, a lot of things. So it's a destroying conversions. Then more
yeah.
steps you need to do, then less your
Mhm.
conversion will be. So that's why customized products always has lower conversions.
Yeah.
But as well, like let's say you're in average niche, phone cases, whatever,
Sure.
which is like easy to purchase, like cool stuff, low ticket, so people buying faster, and like basically or cosmetic, whatever, beauty, what kind of things for the optimization. So reviews, number one. Think
Nice.
about like when you jump into the landing page. I
Hmm.
mean, you saw the ad is incredible, and you jump into the landing page of this ad, and you think like, I want to buy this stuff. I want to find out more about this product, and you jump into there. There is no reviews. Well,
Hmm.
like for example, again, the brand which I bought it 3 days ago, they have 5 stars, 5 stars, another product 1 star review. Like, why you keeping even their 1 star review? Like, oh yeah, we just decided that it will be fair enough. There is 5 stars, there is 5 stars, there is 1 star. I said, okay, 3 stars, 4 star, but not 1 star. I mean, come on, like it's fair enough. Anyway, so like no reviews or 1 star review, like done, it's already like you feel suspicion. So there is like no explanation what this product all about, like no FAQ. If you add in FAQ with the right questions and answers there,
Wow.
by asking through SMS email marketing, especially through email marketing, your audience, by having a survey and ask them, why did you buy the product from us? What's the most important thing was on the landing page that allows you like to make the decision? Or like people who already received the item after 7 days when they receive it, What do you like about our products? What do you think about the materials? What do you think about the packaging? What do you think about whatever ingredients, if it's some supplements? And like, why did you, if people who left their data, you ask them in email surveys, why you didn't buy from us? What
Mm,
was wrong? What did you like in our landing page? When you collect all the data by asking surveys through the email marketing, you're finding out what kind of common objections are there, and you must add FAQ with the common question, common answer. Check your comments under the ads in the Meta or whatever traffic sources you are using. Let's say it's Facebook, and read the comments. In the comments, you'll find out a lot of points which you need to address as a objection
mm,
handling into the landing page. Without having any kind of objection handlings, conversion rate will be as well destroyed. Another thing, people
uh,
are saying no ironing, no gluten-free, some other stuff, American, United States made, and it's all in the words. Sometimes it's a lot of sentences. Nobody loves to read that stuff. It's too
mm,
much text. A lot of real estate on your landing page takes by text, and people doesn't really like to read a
mhm.
lot. It's supposed to be sharp and short. That's
Yeah.
why the main picture is supposed to be with the product, and the near to the product, it's supposed to be icons. Not too much, not too many of them, but nicely made icons like no ironing, gluten free, made in US, but in picture, like icon
Mhm.
pictures. It shows instantly. Like I just landed on the landing page, like, oh, it's a gluten free. Or it is like has these calcium inside if it's supplement.
Yeah.
Like I have a questions and answer. I get the answers instantly when I just jump it, and first thing in front of me it's a picture, and
Yeah.
on the picture it's already provided the bullet points. What kind of bullet points? You make the survey, you understand what people mostly want to figure it out. You add in those into the icons, and boom, people don't even scroll your landing page. They instantly buy in the add to cart. They instantly press in the add to cart button. Like there is a lot of things, but reviews, icons,
Objection
speed of the
handling.
landing page, objection handling FAQ, and the speed. One of the things which is people are missing. They
Mm,
have like a horrible conversion, good add to cart rate, let's say 10% add to cart, but 0.7, 0.9, or 1.5 the purchase. What
mm,
happening from 10 and they just drop down to 0 point or like even 1, 10x down. So
mm.
basically in checkout, the speed of the website has been by somehow destroyed, and it's super slow.
Oh,
People
interesting.
doesn't like wait even an extra second. So
Mm-mm.
basically you always have to check your website on the speed testing websites, and by checking them you understand what landing page is actually good, what is actually slow. If it's slow, how can I optimize? You go to Fiverr or to agencies like
Mhm.
us, or to your employers, and saying then to developers, hey, this is speed problems, you have to optimize, and optimization is going, your speed is going up, and from 10% add to cart rate, it's going from 1.5 to purchase, is going 3.5, 4 to purchase. So
Mm.
small micro steps you add in, editing, and like it's gonna be the conversion killer.
Man, that is beautiful. Well said. I'm amazed at how much synergy there is between like marketplace and the Shopify. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but to your point earlier on, higher ticket items, things that are very subjective, jewelry, clothing, something custom, like those are going to just naturally have lower conversion rates as opposed to like a small ticket item that's an easier buy-in from purchase. And then improving conversion rates. This is where it's a little foreign to me because like where Amazon handles a lot of that. But to your point, a lot of the fundamentals are there. The page should be relevant to the ad so that there's no surprises. If I'm a shopper and I'm landing on that page, it should meet my expectations, if not exceed them. I love what you said. Text, nobody reads. We all skim read. Oh man, 100% on board. But to your point, little icons on the images. I'm sure videos, we didn't mention it, but that's a great way to illustrate how the
If they
product
don't
functions.
slow the speed of the website, then videos are good. Yeah, on Amazon, I know you practice in a lot of videos. In
Yeah.
Shopify, sometimes they're slowing the speed on the website, so
Oh,
it
good
need to be
point.
taken attention as well.
Good point. And then your points. So just to summarize, because you hit a lot of good points on the conversion rates. So when we're considering optimizing for conversion rates, we're looking at the landing page, we're objective handling with the fact sheet. We're making sure that the checkout process is smooth and fast. And what was the fourth one? Which one am I missing?
Objection handling, icons, speed, and the reviews.
And the reviews, and reviews are huge everywhere. Obviously, we want that validation and buy-in. This was already super great. So for all our brands listening, I hope you guys are taking notes. And that's just conversion rate. Let's jump on to average order value. So I'd love, and I know we're going to talk about ClickFunnels, so I'm getting really excited. How do you improve average order value? So provided, let's stick with the supplement example, or let's do a beauty brand. Like I'm coming to you
No,
and I'm
supplement is
saying,
good. I have a good examples on supplements. Yeah,
oh,
it's
let's
fine.
dance then. Let's do some supplements. I'm a supplement brand and I'm coming you with the challenge of like, how do I improve my average order value? They're only buying one item. And let's just say I got a catalog of like 15 products that are all complementary. What would it look like to like figure out how to improve our average order value? What do you look at as an agency?
Yeah, so like supplements is a good point. I mean, even creams, I mean, in the beauty industry or something similar, like the product which is refillable. That's
Mm,
the easiest one which you can upsell. So first of all, if you have refillable products, you must have subscription option on your website. It must
mm,
have because this is like really the killer in terms of like generating for you extra seven figures a year in the super highly profitable revenue, which you can use for the creating new products to for spending extra dollars on the ads and so on by having like just subscription model on the store. Let's say you are making like 800 sales, let's say easy 1,000 sales in a month, and
sure.
from 1,000 sales, let's say 20 to 25% of people will be subscribed. It's 250 extra subscribers for
Mm,
filling up for buying items from you again in the future, or you even just offering them subscribe just to be in the VIP list for the future offers with the
mm,
discounts 20% off. Like there is like so many different websites which is offering just basically they selling air, they sail in air by like, hey, be in our VIP list and any future purchase will be 20% off, blah, blah, blah. Just subscribe for like $20, 14.99, and so on. And basically that's what it can give you from 100, from 1,000 orders. 250 will be actually a month subscribe, and you can count it like by $20. It's 5,000 extra revenue,
yeah.
highly profitable revenue. And if it's not a refillable product, if it's just a VIP list, you are able to generate 5,000 next month. Okay, retention rate, churn rate will be like 20% approximately if all good. So you will generate 4,000 next month, but you generate another 5,000 if you didn't scale just on the same level in revenue. Next month you generate another 5,000 plus this 4,000. It's already 9,000 revenue, and
Hmm.
it's just like significantly growing, and you have like healthy cash flow to spend more on ads, on the production, on the inventory, on everything. So it's one thing which is like it's not about the AOV, it's about the like long-term value and about the subscription model, which is must have like if you have something refillable. But about AOV, offer testing is everything,
Mm,
and you always has to test. Like I see like so common stuff when people are coming like and they're selling like bottle for 19.99 or
mm,
like 29.99, and like, hey, I have profitability problems. Like okay, what's your winning item? Yeah, like this bottle like 29.99. Okay, what's your average order value? Oh, it is $31. Okay, nice, I got it. So he never tested any offers.
yeah.
He never tried to upsell. So offers could be completely different from like decreasing price for $5, increasing price for $5. It's still offer testing. It's a price offer testing. Then like offering one plus one 50% off the same item,
Got it.
one plus one as free gift, which is working so good. Or
Mm,
even the most ridiculous in the jewelry brand, one plus nine for free,
wow.
one plus nine for free. The production $2.50, and selling for $100 one item and nine for free. Incredible margin, almost 10% conversion rate, because I don't know why, but like people are dumb. I mean, don't you feel that something is wrong? Item is cost $29, but here is buy for $100 and get like nine for free. Like obviously there is something wrong in the math. But people just jump in like, oh my goodness, wow, it's like one time
Yeah,
offer, I will buy.
it's the
And it's
deal.
incredible game
Yeah.
changer for the AOV. And in supplements, like for example, one of the supplements which is on our end working so good, it's one plus three free.
Wow.
And we calling that like you, or like you giving just one offer, 1+1, 1+2 free, 1+3 free, 1+1, 50% off, plus free, whatever it is. Let's say
Yep.
if it's like for smokers who trying to quit smoking by having some supplement, or like people who thinking that the sex will be longer, let's say about
Mhm.
some shady supplements, you
Yeah.
offering them something extra. In beauty niche, let's say for cream, you offering all oil for the hair growth.
Mm.
Like one of our winning offers, 1+1 for free, and plus free brush, which is making massage on the head. So like just small 50 cents product make the conversion so high. The margin
Wow.
is like staying $20, but people are buying on the higher level conversion, and the brand is like 35% profitability. Before it was barely 12 because like it was
Yep.
just a problem that people were not buying and buying not enough in terms of value. And like for example, on supplements 1+3, there is could be an offer like one bottle, 1 month supply, two bottles, 2 months supply, 25% off, three
Hmm.
bottles, 30% off for 3 months supply, or like 1+3 free. It's like 4 months supply, like most choosing option, or
Yep.
you can call that offer as well, buy 1+1 with the 35%, and it's like family, let's say, uh how we calling that, like family choice, something like family
Yeah.
choice,
A
couple
bundle or
choice.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the bundles, like different bundles we name it, couple choice, family choice,
Yeah.
and like, oh, it makes sense, like I have two
I'm a
kids, I have
family.
a,
Yeah.
yeah, so, and bam, you just selling the higher. Like there is different offers, plus free, plus gift, plus and percentage off, and those plus and percentage off has to be named smartly, because before it was like whatever you put and it's on sale, it's fine, but now you have to be creative, like family offer, couple offer, 6 months
Mhm.
supply. You just name it that in the way which is makes sense for person, that you bring him a value. You're not trying to upsell
Mhm.
him, you're actually giving him a value to save the money, because eventually next month he'll need the same product because he's buying to fix some stuff in his body, in his health. So if he want to continue implementing, he need the bottle, or he need this kind of
Yeah.
like
Hair
pillows. So
care.
in this
Yep.
case, 6 months supply, it makes sense. I will save here $100, let's say 20
Hmm.
bucks 30 bucks, but I will have enough supply. And guess what, on the post purchase, when they already purchase it, you offering exactly the same item but extra off. There is no ad spend, there is nothing, so you can really make just $5-10
Yeah.
profit, but it's extra $5-10 profit, and offering extra 3 months bottles supply for significant 80%
Wow.
off, let's say. It
Yeah.
depends of your margin, and you're just making $10 from that offer, but you have extra $10 profitability. And can you
Yeah.
imagine, it's 1,000 orders, $10, it's like
Yep.
ten thousand
Adds
dollars
up.
extra from nothing.
Yeah.
So like
As
something
long as
like
it's
that.
profitable. Yeah, that's amazing. And offer testing. I've actually never heard of that, but I hear the click funnel methodology because I've read a lot of Russell Brunson's books, and obviously you guys are implementing it the right way. And I love what I hear. So tiering offers, then upon checkout, those pop-ups with those other offers of like, hey, get this. And you see it everywhere. You see it, yeah, of course you see it in e-commerce, but you also see it if you're shopping at a Panera or Starbucks and you're about to check out online. They're like, hey, add a cookie to your order. And it's so easy that you're like, I love cookies. Why not? I get $1 off the cookie. So it makes it really easy. And for those listening, it doesn't always have to be free. To your point, Anatoly, it should be profitable to some degree. If it makes sense to do 3 bottles, great. We've seen things like free shipping or buy one, get one 50. So to your point, testing the offer and its impact on conversion rate, average order value, and sales is where it's at. And that was really insightful. So I love we're getting into the weeds. And now this is going to be like the $1 million questions because this is what I have tons of conversations about on Amazon, and it's so different than it is on Shopify. So how do you increase lifetime value? Like, what are some of the tactics to get those people coming back and buying more?
Yeah, sure. Just before like giving the answer on that, regarding what you said, like complementary products, it is as well if you make that in the right. I mean, make Amazon done really well about that. That like you buy and let's say some coffee and some cookies like complimentary is coming buy as well, and you don't need to do even discount. It just makes sense purchase together. And those kind of on the checkout upsells, it's another way of the testing average order value increasements because you're not trying if you choose the right products, you're not trying to like get money from somewhere, you try to provide you value. And for example, the good example on the bicycles, like the website, one of my friends, they're selling bicycles like 1,500 product
Yeah.
and so on. And basically when and I remember I was buying for my son the small bicycle. Like it's so inconvenient when you buy a bicycle and there is no upsell. So like what the fuck? I want the head. I want the bell. I want the bottle holder. I want the
Yeah.
bottle itself. So if people are not putting
Wow.
the complementary product which is making sense, I
Mm-hmm.
will love a customer experience on the website if all of that will be introduced to me because it makes sense products to purchase with the main product. So
Yeah.
that's why like if you have like some really general product and you know that some complementary products will make sense,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be not robbing your customers. You're gonna be actually delivering them the high end customer
Mm-hmm.
success level of the journey on your website.
Yeah.
And by that being said, when you're doing the great customer service on the website, I mean customer journey, LTV, first of all, that's one of the points they will come back to you again
Mm-hmm.
because they were really feeling that in one click they were able to buy the bicycle, the bottle, the holder, the bell, blah blah blah. They were able to buy everything and even more. And
Mm-hmm.
if they were not feeling that you tried to rob them, they were feeling that oh my goodness, like in Amazon or like in eBay or somewhere else, I was just has to search, I have to like check the vendors. Let's say in Shopify, they jump it, and with the right brand owner and marketing team, they just done all the list in clicks, like done.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have everything, and it's the best experience. I will
Oh
come back
yeah.
to them again. I will like buy next for my older son a bicycle there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. But it's one of the things how to bring the LTV higher of the same customers. But the major one, and again on Amazon it's not implementable, but on
Sure.
Shopify, email SMS marketing.
Oh, okay.
Like, first of all, you create the subscription through the emails. This is how
Mm-hmm.
you like pushing them into the buying subscription. If they didn't purchase subscription from you on the first touch because they didn't know you, they feel shady about you, like maybe you
Mm-hmm.
won't deliver the item and so on. But when you are have the right communication with the customers, email marketing, and it's not just newsletter. Email marketing as it's 24 by 7 printing machine. You
Mm-hmm.
made the professional segmentations and flows of that segmentations, you'll be able to engage to run the emails to most engagement audience in your email list and selling them again and again different stuff,
Mm-hmm.
subscriptions, new products, new collections, the same product for the refill if they were not on the
Mm-hmm.
subscription and they will never buy from you like more than one piece, and a lot of other stuff. Because the email marketing, it's a welcome sequences, it is the upsell sequences, it is the surveys which is you finding out what they want to see as the next product on your website. And when you have the clear customer communication in your email sequences, and when you know what they want, you offering them specific offers with the discounts. You calling them VIP customer that you appreciate
Mm-hmm.
their like loyalty to your brand. You offering them the gift card, like holidays coming. You're not selling them anything, but you know that your products are good for gifts. Like, hey, buy a
Mm-hmm.
gift card for $100, and like it's a perfect way for your team member, your buddy at work, to give him a gift card because you don't know what to buy to him. You don't know what he loves, but he definitely needs soap, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
you're a soap brand. Like buy $100, like $50, like purchase of the gift card. It makes sense, and who you can sell the gift cards. Cold traffic, so. But email marketing, they already knows you, they already loves you, and you're just serving their problem. You're not selling them something. You are providing them solution with the right message. If the copywriting is good,
Mm-hmm.
you come into them after like months and months receiving messages from you, emails, and they bought from you not once, several times, and they just like loves your emails. It's a nice pictures. It's a good copywriting. There is a values between the offers. You could not run only offer, 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 they will
Mhm.
unsubscribe. They will hate you. But value, like how to take care of your skin, how to take care
Oh,
of specific season skin issues, like if it's a skin brand,
yeah.
whatever it is, and then you just like saying, hey, by the way, it is the Thanksgiving season, like Thanksgiving about to happen. Buy the $50 gift card for all your relatives who you're about to go and visit. Boom. No need any gifts anymore. He found out the solution. I'll buy the gift card and oh, you're going for the birthday of your best friend and you don't know what to purchase. Or like, hey, you have a birthday of your coworker and you're not that close friends, but you want to make nice gift. $50 gift card, receive an email or by mail the plastic one, that's it. I mean, and it's money from the air. Like
Mhm.
they bought it, not the product, they bought it just virtual card, which is not always using. That's another
Mm.
thing.
Yeah.
And like you creating a huge possibilities of upsell, and the people loves the journey with you. People loves to hear that someone interested about their opinion. And as
Mhm.
well, like by creating this kind of way of communication through email SMS marketing, you can send them email after 7 or 30 days of using your product and like, hey,
Mm.
like thank you for your loyalty, and we really appreciate that. And we decided to reward you with the extra discounts or gift cards or whatever you think it's going to be valuable for them. Or like let's say you are supplement brand and you have now the like let's say takeaway cup, coffee cup,
Oh,
like
sure.
Starbucks is providing, so you make the merch on your website and like, hey, we just giving for away free this kind of coffee takeaway cup just for everyone who will record a video of us about our product, and you giving them points.
Yeah.
What do you like about our product? What do you think is the best ingredient there? What do you think about the box and packaging, and in
Mm.
general, like experience with our brand? So and they following the script, recording you a video and send it to you, and instantly receiving this cup by delivering to their address. Or like it could be virtual the cashback,
Yeah.
what gift card, whatever. And it's incredible. You're receiving videos which you can use on your end in
Yeah.
advertising completely free of charge. Instead of paying actors for that, you have real customers who are sending to you a bunch of videos with them. Or like you can segment that. Like if you will send us a photo with the product, we'll send you, let's say, $30 gift card. But
Yeah.
if you record the video and giving him a scenario, that will send it to you like $70 gift card. You're just giving them different levels. I'm not comfortable to record myself on the video. Oh, here is a picture possibilities. So you have a pictures for the picture ads, for the reviews,
Yeah.
for the like storytelling and all that stuff. You just generate for you unstoppable UGC content for your
Oh,
brand.
UGC is where it's at. And that's, oh man, you hit so many good points. And what I'm hearing too, personalization, the ability to get feedback from customers. What we talked about earlier, a good customer experience can lead to a lot of different outcomes. And what amazes me, and this may sound crazy, email marketing has been around what, since the 90s, or email in general has been around since the 90s. And as technology continues to
Earlier
advance,
than the ads itself.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's still relevant. Like if you wanted to get a hold of me, shoot me an email. It's amazing how well it works, and how
But
well you
SMS
have
even more
dialed in.
powerful.
Yep. And to your
SMS in
point,
more.
oh, I can imagine right to my phone. I mean, that's instant attention. There's no spam filter on my phone. And what's even crazier too, the buy-in for some of these doesn't have to be a lot. I'm a huge Yeti fan. I have tons of Yeti cups around the house, and Yeti got me to sign up after my first purchase by promising to send me some swag, and I gave them my email address, and a week later they just sent me some stickers. It was nothing fancy, but I'm in their funnel. I get their emails every week, and sometimes I look at them, sometimes I don't, but I've purchased more than once, so it definitely works. It's definitely effective. Beautiful. This was really helpful and solid advice around email and SMS. We are running low on time, and I did want to touch base real quick on cost per acquisition and ROAS when it comes to advertising. If you could just give me a summary of just how e-commerce brands should think about advertising, specifically around acquiring customers, how it's tied to lifetime value, because that's important, as well as the ROAS, which return on ad spend.
Yeah. So we need to look again on the break-even ROS, on the break-even CPA, because when we know that by purchasing one item, obviously your job will gonna be just like increasing your AOV. So your product is 19.99. You need to do whatever you can to increase that to 40.99 or 49.99, like $100, whatever. So how we already discussed that. And when you find out how that you increased, you still need to focus on what's my break-even point of one item, because
Mm,
someone will purchase only one item. Someone will
mm,
purchase like couple, someone will purchase on $100 plus. So like that's why whatever will be extra, it will be just your super high ROS, super high AOV. It's cool, but still you need to understand if you're like let's say break even of your CPA, it is the $20, you cannot go more than $15 cost per acquisition, because
mm,
you need to leave at least $20 gap between the
mm,
break even and the cost of acquisition itself.
mhm.
Like from the beginning, you can go like my break even is 20. So if you spend in everything less than 20, you're profitable or break even. Over the 20, you're losing money. From the
Mhm.
beginning, when you're on testing phase, you need to focus to bring at least like not far than 20, and you are
Yeah.
on the break even to understand what to optimize, what to change, what is your conversion rate, what your AOV. You need to find out what's the problem, why your cost is like close to the break even. But when you scaling, if you want to scale fast, as I was saying, from 1,000 to 10,000 a day instantly, not like in matter of days, from 10,000 to 40,000, how you gonna be doing that? You must have like apps such as like True Profit. Again, I'm not affiliating with them. I just like using
Mhm.
them on daily basis. It's awesome app, like which is calculated your profit in real life right now. It's connected Facebook, TikTok, all your custom costs, product costs, shipping, uh, and all the sales from Shopify. And basically, you understand. Not now. It's 9 a.m. I'm already sold on $300, and it is like 35% profitability. I'm definitely can try to scale today. And you like
Mm,
have one tab open with the Shopify itself, with the conversion rate. You need to understand if conversion rate is healthy, then your profitability in true profit, like 35%, let's say 9 a.m.,
mhm.
$300 made, and like your ad account. Nice. I made $300. My profitability are high. My break even ROS $20, but now my goal my break even CPA is $20, and my uh break even CPA $20, my goal CPA 15, but today I'm at $6 CPA.
Mm,
I have a huge room to
mhm.
spend the budget. So you increase in budget for 20, 30%, or even 50 or 100%. Let's say you put the $100 a day budget for this campaign or this ad set. You just add in 20% and waiting for 2 hours. You can do
Mhm.
that up to 3 p.m. After 3 p.m., you should not touch any budget. You have to decrease that if it's performance going bad, or you just keep it on the level which you increase up to 3 p.m. Because after
Mm,
3 p.m., the practice is showing that like ad account won't be like giving the best performance if you're going to be continuous scaling the budget. Sometimes it's working, but most of the time no. So that's why on you are focusing on the morning on the media buying. You're
well,
looking like, okay, I'm super profitable. My CPA is lower than far away lower than my goal CPA, and then I can scale. And then you look next couple hours if you get 2+ sales from the same campaign ad set. So
mm,
if you scale that ad set for 20 or 30%, you're supposed to get at least 1 or 2 sales in next 2 hours. And if
mm,
your CPA is still staying exactly the same or a bit higher, which is completely fine because you have a huge gap,
yeah.
then you just increasing again for 20,
Mhm.
30, or 50%, or even 100%. It depends how aggressive you are and how cool your CPA at the moment. So on the
Mm,
scaling, you're focusing on as cheapest CPA as possible. But
mhm.
if your average order value all the time is super high, then your ROS is incredibly high. Let's say your break-even ROS 2.
Mm,
But right now, because of high average order value, your ROS it's 5.5. Like
mhm.
you're super profitable. Then you can go on the break-even ROS 20, you can or break-even CPA 20, you can go in 25 because you know that people are buying high tickets on your end.
Yeah.
So that's why you push forward your break-even a bit forward if you need it. But most of the time, especially when you're scaling on 30,000 a day, 40,000 a day, it's high risk that something could go wrong and you're already
Sure.
spending thousands and thousands an hour. Then always keep your original break-even CPA to be super secured. And
Mm,
we always like, we have break-even 20. We trying to go not more than 20% below. So $15
got it.
CPA. What is above that, beyond the 15, we just leaving as it is budget, we're not touching or decreasing slightly to be saved. Because on the high spend, you could be super inaccurate and you have, let's say, 10 campaigns or even 20 campaigns running on the scaling phase. You, like media buyer, must be focusing on real life
Mhm.
profitability. If profitability is staying the same, is it decreasing after increasing the budget? Is it like conversion rate is the same? If there is no problems with the inventory, one time you start spending like, or spend in the beginning of the day already $4,000, and we like, shit, something happened. The sales significantly stopped, and we already spent 3,000, and on 1,000 revenue it stopped. We were like, what's going on? And we find out that actually on the store, the inventory on the product which we were advertised became zero,
Oh,
and people were not able to purchase, and we were giving a hard
mhm.
time to our media buyer, like how come? And
How'd
we
you miss
figured it
this?
out that stock is available. We removed these limitations, and the sales again started. But
Mhm.
it cost us 3,000 on spend without any like
Return.
revenues. So
Yeah.
it was painful but lesson. That's why you have to like focus
Mhm.
on the controlling your media buying team, that they are focusing on the performance, on the results of your ads. So basically, different tabs, profitability, sales. If there is 2+ sales in that particular level, increase the budget. Next 2 hours, another sale, a better two, increase
Mhm.
again budget, and again until 3 p.m. If you increasing and you feeling that actually CPA is going up, profitability going significantly down, decrease the budget back for 20%.
Mhm.
Put the level when it was really profitable and keep it as it is. And there is several campaigns. You just like Pupper Master, just playing with the different campaigns with different budgets, and at
Mhm.
the end you just like ended up 22% profitability and like 15,000 in revenue, with the much higher profitability than it ever before, but because you didn't know like what you're doing.
Yeah, that is solid. Advertising is my background, so a lot of that resonates. Your cost per acquisition, knowing your break even. And honestly, like what I love most about advertising, it's instantaneous. To your point, like how many different marketing avenues could you have the real-time dashboard and your ad campaigns up at the same time and be able to measure the impact in real time, the changes that you're making and its impact on the bottom line, conversion rates, ad sales, and all that other fun stuff. So this was really insightful and it resonates. And then obviously, when you're scaling advertising, there is a point of diminishing turns returns as your audience gets larger, your ads become less relevant to that audience. So you can expect a higher cost per acquisition, which will impact your return on ad spend or your ROAS. So Anatoly, this was solid, and we went through, I think, the top 5 or 6 KPIs that any e-commerce brand should be discussing when they're trying to grow their sales for their Shopify account online. Before we talk a little bit about Ecom Scout and your agency, is there anything else you want to add that we might have missed?
Uh, yeah, sure. Like, but what you mentioned about the like creatives, it's some criteria where like so your performance start going down. There is where CTR, CPM coming on board, and you trying to check, is it your conversion? So offer is becoming down, doesn't work anymore, or it is your creatives dying off, and you need to work on the creatives because your CTR showing decreasements day by day. So yeah, like there is a lot of stuff which is like I can speak hours and hours about it, but definitely like a lot of things about the advertising. And guys, if you're like brand owners and you don't know all of the things which we just discussed, make sure that you have someone on the board who gonna be like really doing that for you.
Beautiful. Well said. Now this was super helpful and all our brands who are listening, I hope you guys got a ton of value from all of Annalie's advice. This was super helpful for me too. I'm learning so much. But now I want to talk a bit about your agency and about your SaaS product, Ecom Scout. So real quick, I think the agency will be the easiest. Let's start there. You've been doing the agency since 2021, you said, give or take?
2020, March
20,
to 25th of March 2020. So it's 4.5 years.
4.5 years. That's beautiful. So now that you've been in business for 4.5 years, specifically, like if I was a brand deciding to work with you, and this is my favorite question to ask all agency owners, what does the first 90 days look like working together? So we
Uh,
sign the contract. What's your onboarding look like? What's that customer experience? Could you share that a little bit of that with me?
It's a great question because I see that you have a marketing background. Because brand owners are coming with the expectations that tomorrow the things will change. I
Hmm.
mean, they onboard you now you have obligations that tomorrow they have to see the significant growth like no tomorrow. Realistically speaking, it's not working that way.
Hmm.
And anyone who you onboard, especially, I mean, not especially the agency, because there is already marketing who is experienced, it's 60 to 90 days you need to give them. If you're onboarding someone, employee to your team, you need to really like give them up to 3 to 6 months. It depends of their performance. If they're showing
Hmm.
you that they can, then like to let them be 100% automated, you need to give them at least 3 months. But obviously, if you see that they're like sucks in the first months, you'll fire them. So that's why it's harder with the brand owners trying to bring everything in house, and
Hmm.
it's correct. I understand why. I completely understand to control all of that and so on. But they hiring, firing, hiring, firing, hiring, firing, and losing money on the middle of this process by not scaling, by destroying the profitability of the wrong person running the ads, by destroying the profitability by wrong person optimize the landing page, and giving all the chances for those people before finding the right one.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that it's not the option. It is the option, but it's long-term
Hmm.
expensive option.
Yeah.
But if you like starting with the agency, which is like really has the team who will be implementing everything for you under your control and under your criterias, you are like from day one getting the experience team. Can you imagine like you have a business and like you want to build a corporation? You need like different experienced people in the company, and you need to hire them. As I said, it's time consuming hiring and so on, and you need to be a good manager. You need to hire the good managers who are going to be managing the team. But by hiring the agency, you basically hiring the management team
Hmm.
who bring with them the technical team, which is media buyers, developers,
Hmm.
copywriters, a video editor. All of them gonna be from day one with their experience within their internal processes, implement all the experience and knowledge into your brand in one shot. But to implement everything, you won't be able to make tomorrow 3x from where you were.
Hmm.
You could in a week or two, because if your ads are killing, really killing, and media buying just team jumping into the ad account after the welcome meeting and made the audit and said like, listen, this stuff is working so well, let's scale. And we implement and like, fuck, it's scaling. Like,
Hmm.
let's move. And like, that's what was happening in May. One brand joined us, like made 9,000 in first 14 days of May. And then we ended up 37 million or 37,000 in 16 the next days. So from 15th to 31st of May, we made 37,000 to compare 9,000 in first 14 days.
Hmm.
So because we see that something what is scalable is there, they don't know how to scale. They've
Hmm.
never been on 37,000 in revenue, and we done in 16 days, less than a month. So then those things you could like 3x in instant.
Hmm.
But majority of time it takes time to implement everything. Our agency focusing on Shopify brand owners, Shopify dropshippers with results by implementing the advertising ecosystem. So we coming in, we making audit, and then we auditing the Facebook ads and start working on implementing our skills in the Facebook ads. Then another Google team making audit of your Google, or you never run the Google, connecting everything and implementing testing phase what's going to be working for you or no, and it takes time. Then like email SMS marketing, studying your avatar, studying everything like what was prepared already for advertising. We know what needed. Now our graphic designer, our copywriter start working on copies, on the design for your email sequences, and we preparing the structure of the sequences which is going to be running for your internal audience to bring you higher LTV, to bring you higher AOV, and so on. And that basically like plus CRO and plus TikTok, if it's implementable for this for a
Hmm.
specific brand, we run as well TikTok. And all of that, it's a step-by-step
Yeah.
process, which is 60 to 90 days. Sometimes it's 45 days and less.
Yeah.
But sometimes you test one, it doesn't work. You test
Yeah.
another one, it doesn't work. And you need to find out that kind of line
Mhm.
where you can see that it's scalable, it's stay profitable. And now, because you can like see ads are running great, but there is a conversion rate problem. We need to test different offers, different landing pages to find out what's exactly the problem there. Then
Mhm.
like a landing page is super high conversion rate, but the ads are not performing. We need to figure out why. So
Mhm.
always like it's all it depends of the case, but you always need to give people 60 to 90 days to make
Yeah.
sure that they're gonna be have enough time to make the difference in your store.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And actually, it's the same thing here on Amazon. We say 60 to 90 days before you see some results. Sometimes, to your point, it's earlier. But I think what you're hitting on the head as a marketer and how it's changed from marketing profession in the past, we're data scientists. A lot of what we do is gathering data, analyzing the data, whether it's testing or troubleshooting issues, and we're figuring out, based on our expertise, how we can solve this problem to improve these metrics, which will lead to more sales or like whatever that goal might be. So I think you hit it out of the park. And any of our brands that are listening, it's kind of normal for any agency. I would be very questionable if a brand or if an agency came up to me and they're like, I could double your sales in a week. You know, good luck with that. I haven't
Bye
seen that happen.
bye
So
in that
yeah,
case.
absolutely. So we are running a little low on time. Really quick, can you just give us a summary of Ecom Scout? I know it's a new tool you guys are working with. You developed it internally and have made it available to the general public now as a SaaS platform. So real quick, how did you come up with Ecom Scout and what's some of its basic functionalities? Why should a brand consider Ecom Scout?
Yeah, sure. So it's an AI-driven platform for attribution of the advertising. It's not a secret that in 2021, when iOS 14 was announced by Apple, they just destroyed the possibilities of tracking data by advertisers on social medias, especially like Facebook. And basically, like people start seeing on their ad accounts when they were running ads significant lie in terms of what's performing, what's not. Let's say it's showing you 100 sales, but at the end it's only 60 sales from it, so it's a fake sales showing, or opposite, it's actually 100 sales, but it's showing only 60, and attribution is not correct. That's why from that moment it came like third-party attribution platforms, and
Mm,
we made our on the AI based learning machine, which is like I was telling you about the different tabs open and.
mm,
Ecom Scout for us, it's a separate tab open. So we comparing the Facebook ad account data to Ecom Scout. If we see the difference that Facebook is lying to us, we're going to be focusing only on the data of Ecom Scout and making
mm,
decision according to the numbers which we can see there, because it looks quite similar like your ad account but on other platform, and there is a separate pixel which is integrated to your store, and
mm,
it's showing you the real data. So for example, it's showing like by your pixel in the store from the Facebook 10 sales today, but Ecom Scout is showing it 16 actually. And you like checking on Shopify store and like, oh yeah, six sales are missing. From where they came from? And you see on Ecom Scout that it's from campaign number 2, but in Facebook it's showing that campaign number 1 is the best and campaign number 2 has no sales. And that's attribution problem which has exists for several years. So when you scale into multiple five figures a day, it must have third-party attribution platforms with you. There are a bunch
mm,
of them, but they're quite expensive. And that's why we made the decision to ask our developers to build the attribution system for us, for internal team. And after that, we realized that it's quite cheap to compare what people are actually trying to charge for it, our competitors. And we just made it like, hey, it's working. Let's just make for everyone. And we decided to make it a simple $100 a month subscription to compare
nice.
to all other attribution platforms. It's 300, 500, 3,000 a month.
Mhm.
We just made it simple, fix $100, and we want to make sure that advertisers can actually save on these stupid like issues instead of like companies are just overcharging for no reason. So, and plus we now implementing the true profit functionality to the summary page of Ecom Scout. So it will be showing all the data together in terms of like what's your profits, what's your loss, what's your custom costs. So it will be we're trying to make all the functionality of advertising in one single platform, which
Beautiful.
is it's gonna be super easier to scale during the day and read the data in one simple
Mhm.
page.
That's beautiful too. And having one true source of data is so important because to your point, the meta example you gave, there's no third party, well, third party cookies are doing what they're doing, but iOS stopped allowing us to track. So there's going to be inaccuracies with that data. And having a third party tool like Ecom Scout, which can gather that data because it's pixeled, you have a better idea of the performance of those campaigns and it makes it easier. Campaigns or really anything you're doing, profitability, average order value, like it all adds up over time. So very cool. I could see the value and I love your pricing model. Make it available for everybody. And it sounds like you guys are making some drastic improvements, which is going to be great. Anatoly, this has been really helpful. We have a tradition here, the future of e-commerce. So I'm going to ask you a quick question. I'm going to ask you to pull out your crystal ball and let me know some of your thoughts on the future of e-com. But as someone deeply involved in e-commerce, how do you see the role of data evolving over the next 2 to 3 years, especially with advancements in AI and machine learning?
Yeah, like it's a different level. I mean, since ChatGPT was presented in the December 2022, it was the game changer for every businesses. But for the
Mhm.
e-commerce, it was accelerator of the speed. It's just insane. We just like we were seeing on the cases, especially we are using for the conversion rate optimization. We were seeing on the cases overnight from like 1.8% conversion rate to 3.5 just implementing the chat GPT, collecting data, giving the right tasks, and giving and receiving the like incredible landing page, which I mean copywriting for the landing page, which we can use. Obviously, be making a bit touches by ourselves. So it was like that moment. Wow, mind blowing.
Mm.
Now that's like old school. I mean, there is so many apps already built.
Yeah.
Like even UGC videos right now we creating with AI internally. We have
Hmm.
AI platforms which we can use and create the videos from nothing. We just
Yeah.
giving the link to the landing page. We just giving the text of the reviews from Amazon for the same or similar product and asking ChatGPT to give us idea of the UGC video. And after that, to get that idea together with link of landing page to the AI video generated tool, and it's generating us a video. It's not perfect, but it's a good enough to take drafts and give it to our video editors and say like, okay, make it better. And
Mm.
they just like implementing our winning ads together with that kind of AI generated content.
Mhm.
And like one of those contents, like our media buyer made 800,000 in one single month with one
Wow.
single video created by AI.
That's
It was just
amazing.
a picture slideshow, but storytelling slideshow like Voice Lab, 11 Lab, voice AI software. Well, like it was just like saying the words which we write by ChatGPT and the Mid Journey pictures which created according to
Hmm.
our needs. Combine it into the video, and it was just storytelling of like product of the product benefits, and boom, 800,000 on one single video in one single month. It's like it's insane.
Amazing.
And it's what's
Amazing.
now going on. What's going to be next couple of years? Landing page is going to be highly convertible building in one click. It's
Mm.
already almost exists. Shopify working on implementation on their internal tool that you
Wow.
just give an idea of the product, couple of the text explanations, press generate, it will generate you highly convertible landing page. One click. It will be definitely easier and faster, but only for people who understand what they're doing and they are becoming a good operators. For the
Mm.
new people, like for the newbies, it's still going to be easier to start from one hand, but from another hand, things will speeding up so fast of like adjusting, changing. You need to adapt again and again. When you have no experience, it's going to be harder to jump on the board, but when you figure it out, oh my God. I mean, there is a like unstoppable speed about like e-com in near future, and like even like this virtual shopping that you just wearing the glasses and like you are changing the
Hmm.
shorts and everything without leaving your room. Even trying one of the brands like bicycle brand, what I was sharing with you, they just implemented the AI virtual tours where you have bicycle in your home, you're
Oh,
wearing the AI glasses, and you just like sit down on the bicycle and just try and
wow.
checking how comfortable it is, how is it big for you, is it good, what's color you want. Like it's a new level of the shopping which is not here yet, but it looks like it's going to be in the near future, like just incredible high level experience for the customers.
Man, that is amazing. Well, you guys heard it here first. So, as e-commerce continues to develop, as content gets easier, as it gets easier to start up, and as AR is integrated more with our shopping experience, you remember who said it here first. On that note, thank you, Annalie, for sharing your invaluable insights and expertise with us today. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Before we wrap up, could you let our listeners know where they could find you and if you have anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, sure. So the best place where I always answering by myself in DMs, it's Instagram, ecom by Anatoly Labinskiy. So basically, you can just reach out to me and ask any kind of questions. And like I'm not doing any kind of consulting or anything, but if someone has like a Shopify brand, or maybe they are in Amazon and they just have as well in Shopify their products and trying to scale that or like figure it out, you can reach out to me in Instagram, and I will see if we are good fit to speak together. It's not about like trying to sell you something. I will provide just for 3 people who will reach out to me because of the
Nice.
time availabilities, completely free audit. So I will go
Wow.
exactly the same what we discuss in the store. I will point it out on the problems and like just go and implement after that on yourself without any issues. 3 people, please like reach out, and I will definitely will take time and look on your stuff and try to help you optimize.
Beautiful. Thanks, Annalie. It's very generous to our audience. First three to hear, chime in. All the links will be in the show notes. I got his website, all Annalie's social handles, and we'll also have his Instagram. So if you guys are interested, this resonates, you're looking to improve your Shopify, please follow up with Annalie, and I hope you guys have the best. On that note, Annalie, thanks so much for being on the show. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Will. Thank you for inviting me.
That's a wrap for this episode of Selling on Giants. We've explored some game-changing insights from Annalie on optimizing conversion rates, lifetime value, return on ad spend, and more. These strategies are key to unlocking serious growth for your e-commerce brand. If you're ready to put these metrics to work and take your business to the next level, now's the time to start applying what you've learned. Before you go, if you found value in today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you could leave us a review. Your feedback helps us improve and reach more e-commerce sellers like yourself. And of course, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe for more insights on growing your e-commerce business. This is Mr. Will signing off. Thanks for listening, and until next time, stay classy, people.